Hey guys, Ryan here for Bender Wins. Hope everyone's doing well today. Here with your daily free picks. All right, guys, so we had a clean sweep yesterday. We hit 100%, and by 100%, I mean we went 1-0. Yeah, so 100%, guys. We went 1-0 yesterday. We had the over in the New England Giants game, and we got a third quarter cover. So anytime you get a third quarter cover, great. You can just watch the rest of the football game and not have to sweat it. So it's nice to get that. I said this before, okay? And this is going to continue, guys, 100%. So every once in a while, I'm going to put out picks and, they're going to lose and you guys are going to shake your head and you go, how could he pick that game like that? That's so blatantly obvious that game was going to lose, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Yesterday, guys, a lot of public money on the under. A lot of public money on the under in that game. Go around social media. I mean, now when I go around social media is the same way like when I used to tell you guys I used to walk around the sports book in Vegas and talk to everyone, try to, gauge the public feel. Very easy to see that the public love the under. And why wouldn't they? I mean, two teams, it didn't look like, when you just look at New England and the Jets this year, doesn't that look like, 20-7 or, 17-6, some crazy score like that. But at the end of the day, guys, it's an ugly pick to take the over, but those are the picks that are going to win us a lot of money long term. And that's why, I love it when you guys message and you say, I didn't like the pick, but I have faith in you and I still went with it, guys. I love seeing that. But again, we're not always going to have the sexy picks, right? We're not going to have like the picks that look so good. We're going to have these ugly picks and we're going to have to get down in the mud and win a bunch of bets that way. But long term, guys, it's very profitable, okay? So that was a good example as well. Importantly, guys, as I always say, it's important to beat the closing line. If you're not beating the closing line, you're giving up some value, right? So in this game, guys, we got in at over 41.5. That line drifted up 42.5, and some places before closing was actually 43. So we were a point to a point and a half better in value. And when you're talking about a low total like 41, that is a lot. So good on us, guys. We got that. A couple things that I just want to go into, guys, and it's a little bit education time. So, if you're just here for free picks and never to learn anything, just fast forward through this. But if you want to learn something, guys, stick around. So a couple people have messaged me about this. One a while ago and I forgot about it, and someone messaged me yesterday and it kind of like flipped light on them. Like someone else like messaged me about this. They say, why at sportsbooks sometimes do I see, I'm looking at all the football matchups and then I see all of a sudden, a team that, everywhere is showing them as like +2 or something. And, now they're being shown as +1, but they're giving me +110. Like why is it posted that way? I can buy it back down or I can buy it back up to +2 and get the -110. Why are the sports books posting it that way? That's a good question. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen it. It's basically called line shading. Okay, so this has been around quite a while. Line shading is nothing new. It doesn't really affect me per se, and it probably won't affect a lot of you guys, but if you're big teaser bettors, it will affect you, okay? And that is why sportsbooks do it, okay? So I'm going to give you a couple examples this coming week of line shading in action. These are lines pulled directly from 5 Dimes. It's a pretty widespread practice, so it's not like, I guess you can call it a little shady. Line shady, a little shady, but it's a lot of books do this, okay? And what it is designed to do is to not allow you to tease past key numbers, okay? There are key numbers in football where, you can gain a slight edge if you're moving past these numbers. So I'm going to give you a perfect example of line shading in action. So this week, guys, as it stands right now, Indy and Tennessee. Okay, Indy, Tennessee. Right now you have Indy as a +2 dog. Okay, so +2 dog on Indy. If you go on to 5 Dimes right now, the posted bet is Indy +1, +103. So why are they doing that? Because if you get a 6-point teaser, what is that going to take you to? It's going to take you to 7 on the nose. Okay, if they posted that line at +2, it would take you to +8 and it would give you an advantage over the house. And that's what they're doing, is they're negating that ability to take you over the number, the key number of 7, and give you that 8 points. They don't want you to have the 8 points. They want you to have the 7. So that's why they do that. I'll give you one more prime example. Okay, right now on 5 dimes, Pittsburgh is listed at +9, +110. Now, why are they listing it at +9? Because they don't want you to tease that line down to 2.5. So if you're going to buy, if you're basically buying 6 points, if it's 8.5 and you're buying 6 points, what are you going to get? You're going to get 2.5. They don't want you to have 2.5. So right now, if you were to tease that same game down, Pittsburgh +9, tease it down 6 points, what are you going to get? +3. Okay, so that's basically it's line shading in a nutshell, guys. There's prime examples coming up this week, and it is basically just to defend against going across key numbers. I know some people have asked, is it like, are they putting it that way because like they want me to bet on one side or the other? Not really, no. I mean, I think I've seen some situations where there would be some evidence to support that, but really, guys, it's protecting against teasers. And if you are going to bet teasers, which I don't like teasers, I don't condone teasers, but if you are going to bet teasers, you have to be aware of what games are being shaded. So if these games are being shaded and you're still betting the teasers, you could potentially be losing even more value. But there are some circumstances where you can find value on lines that have been shaded. Okay? All right. So a couple plays today, guys. So I have 4 plays in total. 2 plays to you guys, 2 plays in Masterclass. I have a 2-unit play for you guys, so I'm going to get cracking on that. First game, guys, we have Kent and Bowling Green. So Kent, Bowling Green, 8 steam and reverse line moves on this game. Okay, 8 steam and reverse line moves on this game. 51% of the money is on the over in this game. But we've seen that line drop 2.5 points. That's significant. Even in college ball, that is significant. Even with 51% of the money on the over, and that line comes down 2.5 points, what would you expect the line to do with 51% of the money? Probably nothing at all, right? Nothing at all. If anything, maybe a slight tendency to the over, but you wouldn't expect it to move. The fact they've dropped it 2.5 points, we know that steam has come in on the under. Here's what we're looking at, guys. We're looking at a 17.5 mile an hour wind to start the game, drifting up to a 23 mile per hour wind towards the end of the game. That's a significant wind, okay? Give you guys a quick system here. 18 plus mile an hour wind, college, under 63% of the time. When you get a wind over 18 miles an hour average for the game, under 63.4, I think. I need to rate clear. Let's call it 63%, guys. Better than 63% of the time it goes under. The average margin that it goes under by, including losses, is 2.9 points. That's significant, okay? So here's how we're going to play this game, okay? Here's what we're going to do. It's a 2-unit play, guys, but we're going to go 1.5 units, okay? Just to make life difficult on our friend, Human Drill Bit, who, guys, thank this guy. Give him a thumbs up. Say thank you. This guy, he posts our results every single day without fail. So shout out to you, buddy. I appreciate it. I really do. But I'm going to make life difficult on you tonight. We're going to go 1.5 units under 55.5. Okay, we're going to go 1.5 units under 55.5. And then we're going to go half a unit, guys. And we're going to buy the line down and give us some juice. We're going to buy it down to 52. And get plus 140 for half a unit. Okay, so half a unit under 52 plus 140. Okay, so basically, guys, we're looking at a situation here where we're willing to risk half a unit at a reduced point total in the chance that a lot of these games with a 18 mile an hour drifting up to 23 mile an hour wind, crosswind too, guys, crosswind, that's important. We could see some of these games be very low scoring games, okay? Now, I'm not suggesting there's going to be a very low scoring game, but I do think at plus 140, guys, it gives us a ton of value that we can go ahead and do that. So we're going to go 1.5 units under 55.5 minus 105. And then we're going to go half a unit under 52 getting plus 140, okay? Now, if you are not able to move the lines of your books, I get that. My first advice would be diversify and find other books, because we always want to shop value. But I know that's not possible for everybody. Some of you guys have a casino you drive to. Others, you have like basically just a few choices in terms of legalized books in the States, or you don't really feel the need to have more than one book. So whatever, I get it. If that is the case, guys, just go ahead and bet the full 2 units under 55.5. But I think if we're looking at maximizing value, I think this is the best way we can do it in this particular game, is to go 1.5 units at 55.5 under, and then go half a unit. We'll buy that total down to 52. Don't go under 52. I know the juice might look attractive. Don't go under 52, guys. Key number. Let's keep it there. We're getting plus 140. That's lots of juice. Let's not be greedy. All right, guys. Next game. Miami, Ohio, and Buffalo. Okay, Miami, Ohio, Buffalo. First off, guys, Miami, Ohio, 39% of bets, 48% of money. How nice does that look, right? If you guys have been watching this channel for a long time, I tell you a couple things. One, we like to bet contrarian plays, okay? So contrarian meaning when we win, Vegas wins, okay? Now at 48%, it's not overwhelming, okay? It's not overwhelming, but it's still a contrarian play. The other thing we like about this, guys, it's a difference between 7 to 21%. 7 to 21% difference between bet percent, like percentage of bets, so only 39% of bets on Miami, Ohio, but 48% of money, which tells us what? There's sharp money on the game. Okay, as well, guys, I have a nice system indicator. It's a very mature system indicator. Okay, lots of games. Hits 56%, guys. The record, 864 wins, 689 losses. So we are going to take Miami, Ohio, and here's how we're going to take them. Okay, sorry again, human drill bit. I apologize, but we're going to split it half a unit and half a unit here, guys. We're going to go half a unit, okay, plus 10, laying minus 120. So we'll go half a unit plus 10, laying minus 120. And then we are going to go the other half unit on the money line in this. Yes, I know they're a plus 10 point dog, but we're going to take the money line at plus 305. So that's a fair amount of value, plus 305. On a side note, guys, it's not contrarian on the money line, because let's take a look at what some of the sharps have done here, guys. The money distribution on the money line for Miami, Ohio is 46% of bets. So most of the bets are on Buffalo, but 63% of money. So we know we have some big money line bets come in. So again, guys, let's not be afraid of that. I know some people look at this and they say, but wait, in order to actually make a profit on this bet, that means that they have to win. Otherwise, we'll just be breaking even. Yes, I get that. Okay. We've encountered these situations before, actually. In Masterclass, we encountered these situations before. We're looking at long-term profits, okay? And where we see value, guys, we're not going to ignore that. So that's what we're doing, guys. We're going to a half unit, Miami, Ohio, plus 10. We got lay minus 120 there, plus 10, minus 120. You could technically wait a little bit, because the line right now, it's 9.5. There's a good possibility it could move to 10 and you don't have to pay the juice. And really, if it goes to 9, it's probably not the end of the world. So this is a game maybe you can be a little patient on. But again, what you wouldn't want to see some large late steam come in on Miami, Ohio, and then you're looking at a situation where you've lost a full point of value or something like that. So roll the dice either way, guys. If you want to be patient, this line might come to you, because again, I think you're probably still going to see some public money come in on Buffalo. It's still early. As we get closer to game time, I think we might see some public money come on Buffalo. So roll the dice, guys, whatever you want to do. If you want to wait on it, you might get plus 10 without having to lay the juice. And we're always looking for maximum value, right? So you might get that. But either way, guys, the pick I'm putting in half a unit plus 10, minus 120. And then we have half a unit money line plus 305. Okay, so 2 more picks in Masterclass. If you guys are interested in Masterclass, benderwins.com. And you get emailed all the picks every day, as well as the Masterclass videos, and you heard the speech before. So that is it for us today, guys. Good way to start the week. 1-0. Nice contrarian play against the public today, going with the over. It's rare that overs are the contrarian play, but there you go, right? So anyways, guys, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. And as always, guys, have a very lucky day.